Hello, beautiful people. I am hoping that you are feeling good, feeling happy, feeling at peace. I genuinely wish you all lots of love, lots of happiness, lots of health, and I hope that your family is doing good. I am sending you all healing and love and peace and joy, and I'm just wishing you all the best always. I have not uploaded a video in a while. I have just been kind of going through it. And that's okay, because sometimes we all got to go through it. We all have to, fall down, but as long as we get up and we pick ourselves back up. And I'm going to make a video about, my whole mental breakdown later on. That's not what today's video is about. Today's video is going to be about some real shit. And I made this video some months ago. I made a video exactly like this. It got 11 or 13 views, and then I deleted it because I just wasn't ready. And then I've just been waiting for this perfect moment, or for the right time to come, or for me to gather all my my script or whatever it is that I need to gather. But there's no perfect moment for this. There's no perfect moment for the truth to just come out, for bullshit to be called, because bullshit should be called out every single second. Shit should be called out every single second. And it's just been overwhelming because of everything going on in the world, with all the child trafficking, and they're saying, Save Our Children is a conspiracy theory now. And, it's just sad. It's just super sad that these pedophiles are getting away with all of this shit. If you don't want to believe it, if you want to turn a blind eye to it, that's your fucking opinion, and you can do that if you want to. But I am here to share my story and why this really does touch me very deeply. And so here it is. And if I cry, I'm sorry. That's just me being emotional. And if I don't cry, well, that's a really good job, because I cry all the time. So, bam. My parents had me at 15 years old. They were children themselves. I don't blame them. They're people, they're human beings who didn't know what they were doing, having sex, young and in love. It happens to everybody. Being a young parent is a serious, that's a serious thing, y'all, because you're still a kid. You are still a kid having a kid. And I admire you if you are able to have a child and raise that child to be a good, amazing human being, and you give your child the world. My parents are amazing people. At 15, they didn't know what they were doing. Fast forward 5 years later, maybe 6, my dad goes to prison. My mom is left with me and my sister. She had another kid a year after, my beautiful sister, who is also a young mother and is doing an amazing job. Shout out to her. So we move in with our grandfather. And we probably live with him for about 3 years, maybe 2, maybe less, I don't know. But I just know we lived with him for some years while my dad was in prison. And so the routine kind of went, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember my mom being there that often. My mom was working at nights, so I was pretty much at school, and then I would come home and just see my grandpa and my sister. And coming home from school and seeing my sister, I just wanted to play outside all day. That's what we did. We played outside all day. All damn day we played outside, and we got filthy. And we have some really good memories playing outside. We were that last generation of kids that really got to just enjoy that outside, fun. Playing with the neighborhood kids, whatever, you name it. I'm assuming that when we were playing outside, my grandpa's inside just drinking. He always had a beer in his hand. He was always drinking. We come inside. We're filthy. It's nighttime. We had to take a bath. We had to take a bath, and we only had cold water, so we would boil the water on the stove and then dump it in the bathtub, and everything was all normal then until we finally go to bed. We go to bed all in the same bed. Every single night before we go to bed, he would recite the Lord's Prayer, Our Father, that prayer. And then we would go to sleep, all in the same bed. This was our routine for the whole time we lived with him. I don't really remember when my mom would come home. During these years of living with our grandfather, every single night, we were sexually abused. He molested us every single night. And I'm so sorry This isn't, you know, just my story to tell. And this is gonna, you know, offend some people or come as a shock or I don't know, whatever. And I'm not here for people's opinions. I'm not here for people to, you know, comment anything on this video at all. I'm not here to talk down on anybody. You know, all has been forgiven, I guess you could say. My point of this video is that we would wake up the next day and he would make us cereal and we'd go to school and we'd come back home and we'd give him a hug and we would carry on like this for years, never saying anything to our mom, to anybody, never saying anything, never speaking up about it. I didn't even talk to my sister about it. I didn't even know anything was happening to my sister until I was 15 years old and I ran away because I just didn't want to live with my mom anymore and I wanted to go live with my boyfriend or whatever the hell I was going through, y'all. I was wild. I ran away for a couple days and yeah. But the point is, I didn't know that I had a voice. I didn't know that I could say anything. I didn't know any better. I don't know what I didn't know, but I just knew that it wasn't right. I knew that what was happening, I didn't like it. I knew that it wasn't supposed to be happening, but at a very young age, I learned how to put on this face. I learned how to act like everything was okay. I learned how to sit at the same table as my grandfather and be nice to him and give him a hug. While the whole time, he was just hurting us. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. And it's disgusting because this is a man that you would think you can trust. This is the father, you know, your own father. This is the grandfather of your children. Like, you're not, you know, I don't blame my mom because she didn't know. And when things got found out, it was a big mess. And justice is always going to be served in the end. But I'm here to just say that you don't have to feel afraid to speak up about things, because these are things that you cannot just carry inside of you. These are things that you cannot just hold in. This created such a mental problem for me throughout my years that I am still learning to heal from, learning that I have a voice, that I can speak up, that my voice does matter. I don't like to be silenced anymore. I don't like whenever I feel like, you know, I'm being brushed to the side, or like, you know, whatever I'm saying isn't important enough for you to listen. I don't like that. And I want you to know that you don't have to be quiet about shit because it makes people uncomfortable. You don't have to be quiet about shit because they're telling you to be quiet about shit because they're family. It doesn't have to be swept under the rug, and it is definitely not your fault, and it is most absolutely 100% not okay. It is not fucking okay. It's disgusting and it's sad. And my deepest condolences, my deepest I'm sorry if you have been physically, sexually abused at any time in your life. And the saddest part about it is that all of my abusers in my life, because yes, it was more than once, it was more than just one time, they've all been family members. They've all been people that, you know, I thought I could trust, or my mom thought she could trust, or my dad thought he could trust, my grandma thought she could trust. And it's just so, I'm done. Like, I'm done being quiet about it. I'm done being silent about it. We shouldn't be silent about it. We should speak up. We should be calling everybody out on their shit. We shouldn't be pardoning people with a fucking slap on their hand because people make mistakes, or like because they're so powerful, because they have money, or because of what they bring to the table. If you are a disgusting human being, you deserve sorry, y'all. I just want you to know, childhood trauma definitely can carry on in your adult years, and this is something that you need to heal from. This is something that you need to heal from. There are things that you're going to go through in your life that are going to break you. They are going to break you down. They're going to cause you to have so many mental, emotional, physical problems, even health problems. I definitely recommend Heal on Netflix because that shit got me right here, girl. That shit got me. I want you to know that you are amazing, and you are so powerful, and you are so worthy. You do not have to be silenced about the things that hurt you. You're not crazy. You do not have to settle. Parents, talk to your children. Let them know that they can come and confide in you for anything that they want to confide in you in. There are no such thing as secrets. Tell them that there are no such thing as secrets when it comes to me and you. You have to talk to them. You have to let them know that they can come to you, because I didn't know that I could say anything. I didn't. For years, that was the face that I put on, a poker face. And it was normal. It was normal for me. You would have never thought anything was wrong with me. And that's something that mentally, it fucked me up, you guys. And I'm sure it fucks up anybody that carries a secret that big with them for years, acting like everything is okay because I had to see this man until I was fucking 15. I had to see him and I had to face him, and nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew what had happened. And it didn't stop after we moved out, after my dad came out of prison. It didn't. It went on for a while. And all I want to do now is raise awareness about sexual abuse. About how predators could even be in your family. Be careful. Keep your guard up, guys. Watch over your children, please. If you're going to have kids at a young age, please do everything that you can to not just leave them with anybody. And I know that I'm not trying to put fear in your hearts. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make you aware, because these are real life problems, and it's not okay that there are pedophiles just walking around everywhere. And yeah, you know what, like, it makes people uncomfortable because people don't want to talk about it because, oh, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, and it's just so crazy because, like, I can tell people, like, I've told people, you know, before, like, this happened to me, and I've gotten crazy responses. Oh, why does that happen to a lot of girls? Or, oh, you know, I know a lot of girls who that happened to them. Like, what? Like, you know, that's your reaction? Like, that's normal to you? Like, that shouldn't be normal. It's sick. It's disgusting. And it needs to be stopped. And I'm going to do whatever I can to raise awareness, to prevent more children from being hurt, more women from being hurt. Like, the point of this channel is to empower you, to let you know that you are worthy, let you know that you have a voice. I'm not completely 100% healed. I'm not completely 100% confident. This is a journey that I am on too, but I just know that somebody out there needs to hear this message. Somebody out there needs to know that they are not alone, because there's too much ugly in the world, and we need to just be a light. We need to spread as much light as we can. I am okay. I am sorry for my breakdown. I love you guys. Love humanity. Be kind to one another. Remember that we're all human beings dealing with our own shit, dealing with our own problems. And don't be afraid to use your voice. Don't be afraid to talk to your children. Set them to the side. This is something that's serious. We shouldn't just sit around whispering about it. We should be yelling, calling shit out like, you know, this isn't cool. It's a new year. It's 2021, and shit ain't being swept under the rug anymore, y'all. We're gonna break our family curses, our generational curses. We are not gonna be our grandparents, our parents. We're gonna be different. We're gonna be different. We're gonna heal. It's never too late to heal. It is never too late to renew yourself into the person that you want to be. It's never too late to just be okay and be happy and just scream and let go of everything that's just holding you down that you don't even know about. You know, there's just talk to yourself. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Talk to your inner child. And that's something that I had to do. And when I talked to my inner child, that shit broke me, y'all. Like, that shit was spiritual. That shit was... It was crazy. Like, I was just in the car one day and I put my hand over my heart and I was just like talking to little me and telling her that she didn't deserve that and that she was strong for carrying on the way that she did. It just upsets me. Like, who can hurt a child like that? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But my goal is to just be the woman that I dreamed to be when I was a little girl, because dreaming was the only way to escape my reality. dreaming that I was just this amazing woman with all this confidence, and that's the only way that I felt any ease, knowing that one day I was gonna grow up and I was gonna be a badass and I was gonna run that shit. So that's what you guys need to do. Be the adult that the kid you always wanted to be the hero, be better, do better. I'm so sorry. I hate crying. This is embarrassing, but it's okay because we're healing together, we're learning together, and we are getting stronger together. I hope you all heal. I hope you all know that you're worthy. I hope you never give up on yourself, because there are days when I feel like I'm so fucking alone and I just want to like bang my head into the fucking wall, and I yell at God and I'm like, why am I here? What am I doing here? Why was I born? And I go crazy, and then I remember I have a purpose, and I may not know what it is yet, but I decided to make this video after that breakdown. So this is me spreading my message. I hope you guys all are okay out there. Love y'all, and thank you for watching my video. I'm so sorry that I'm such an emotional wreck. I don't mean to be. It just clearly it still upsets me 24 years later, and that is okay. It is okay to cry. It is okay to feel. Allow yourself to process those emotions. Have a great, amazing day. I'm sorry for the emotional video. Remember to heal.